Hello. How are you? Here we are. It's going live. This is Gav and Dave's Storytelling Nonsense. Now, first of all, this is a do-over. I'm not sure what that means. I think it's an American saying. I do my storytelling live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Except, we did this show last Thursday at 3 p.m. and I told this story. Oh, we had the best of times. Oh, we had a good time. We had a great time. I had a good time anyway. And we had a good time. But when I clicked end, the whole show disappeared. Oh, it went. So I thought, just so that the story is tucked away on the list, I'd do the story again. So if you were here on Thursday, it's going to be the same story. If you are watching this and you weren't here on Thursday, that doesn't matter, does it? In fact, you can forget everything that I've just said. I'll restart. I'll say hello. I'll introduce myself, and then I'll tell you the story. And if you are here watching live, remember there's a little chat box. You can say hello. If you're watching back, remember there's some comments. You can say hello. I'll always reply if I can on the comments. The live is quite hard to do. I might miss. If I do miss what you say in the chat box when we're going live, I do apologize. It's never anything personal. Whilst you're there, you can also subscribe and then click that little bell so you get a notification when we're going live. And so, welcome. Right now, it's Sunday, isn't it? It's a Sunday afternoon, and I mean, hasn't it gone cold? Hasn't it? Hasn't it? Hasn't it gone cold? Is that what everyone's saying in your house? Maybe even some people had snow today. I hope you can hear me anyway. My name is Gav Cross, and I am a storyteller. But I don't tell these stories alone. Now, if you were here before, for the first show, you would have met my friend. My friend. Does anybody remember the name of my friend? He is very shy. He is shy. But we have got very, very close over the last few months. This is Dave. Hello, Dave. How are you, Dave? Dave is a quiet type. If you want to know more about Dave, you're going to have to watch the first show entitled Meet Dave. Aren't they, everyone? Dave will sit here and watch this. I'm going to give you a piece of advice about Dave. Don't look directly into his eyes for too long. Hello, guys. Monkey Bro players are here. There's a few of them. I don't know which one it might be. It might be one. It might be all of them. Now, at the end of the storytelling, you'll hear a sound which signifies the storytelling has stopped. It goes a bit like this. That's when I'll do some shout outs. And if I haven't given you a shout out during the show, then we'll do some shout outs and some chats at the end, if that's okay. Remember, you're listening for the signal that the storytelling has finished and the shout outs has begun. And it goes like this. Today's story is an old story. It's a story I've told for quite a few times. I've told it in lots of schools. I've told it in festivals. I like telling this story. It's normally a very physical story and has lots of helpers. Unfortunately, I can't have anybody here helping me. So if you're at home, you can still join in. And the more you join in, the better the story will be. It's a story from long time ago. It is. It's an African story. And Harry says hi. Hello, Harry. As I say, I'll do some shout outs and chats at the end. And it's called How the Zebra Got Its Stripes. and how the baboon got a big pink bottom. Now, this story is U-rated, though there are some mildly violent bits, PG maybe, but it does have a rude word within it. So if you do have small children, put your fingers in their ears. I'll tell you what the rude word is now. So the rude word is bum. Yes, I am going to use the word bum in this story, but you don't have to worry, mums, dads, aunties and uncles. I'll only use the word bum 4 times, and as I said it 3 times already in the introduction, there's only 1 left. So here we go. This story is from a time when lots of animals could speak. In fact, all of the animals could speak, or most of the animals could speak. You couldn't really hear the fish. And it was a time of gods and goddesses. And here, where the story is set in Africa, hot, hot sun of Africa, in the central plains, the goddess Luna is the kindest of all the gods. She gives out the gifts. She gives out the gifts, first of all, of speech. All animals are given of the gift of speech. Now, I want you to do this for me. I would like you to type into the chat box or into the comments your 3 favourite words. I'm going to be the god Luna, the goddess Luna. I live in the moon. I'm going to give you the gift of speech, and you're going to say, oh, wow, I'm an animal. And all of a sudden I can speak. And my 3 favourite words are... And you can type them in the comments or the chat box here. So listen, the goddess Luna gave the gift of... speech. Oh, wow, I'm an animal, and all of a sudden I can speak. And my 3 favourite words are... What are they? What are your 3 favourite words? Or one of your 3 favourite words. We'll pick them up as we go along. Now, the goddess gave other animals other gifts, special animals, special gifts. To the zebra, she gave the gift of protection. Now, the zebra at this time was shining. Oh, Greta is back. Thank you. You don't have to go through this story again. As I say, this is a replay. Fleely, blurb, and Lala. Now, I remember those are different words, but my favourites change day by day as well. Blurb, Lala, Fleely. I like those words. In fact, they're my new favourites. To the zebra, she gave the gift of protection. At this time, the zebra, you see, was shining bright like the moon itself. No stripes. No stripes like me. So that meant the zebra was kind of a bit full of themselves. I'm a zebra, and I am the moon's favourite. To another of the animals, the baboon, she gave the gift of fire. Fire, ooh, when it's dark, fire brings light. When it's cold, fire brings warm. And when you've got some, you can cook it and eat it, and it tastes a lot better. The baboon was very happy. Oh, I am so happy. I love this gift of speech. I'm going to use it loads. And fire. I'm going to start this fire next to this watering hole, this lovely watering hole, because I'm thirsty. I'm going to sit here by the water. Oh, because I'm very thirsty. And I'm going to drink the water, and then I'm going to catch a fish, and then I'm going to cook the fish, and I'm going to eat the fish, and I'm not going to share the fish, the water, or the watering hole. No one is going to eat my fish or drink my water. They can all get lost. I mean, this is the original cheeky monkey. And if you've ever been called that, ever in your life, cheeky monkey, then you know where this comes from. Now, that is completely made up by me, but it feels like it could be right, doesn't it? But of course, this is the plains of Africa, and people are very, very hungry, thirsty. So they often come up to the watering hole for the fresh greens or something to drink. The first of these animals that came up was the mighty and majestic Boom. Boom. You can do that. You can have this mighty and majestic footsteps up to the watering hole. Say it with me. Boom. 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 The mighty Hippoplopotamus. I don't think I got that right. Just a minute. Can we go back? We'll do that again. But you have to do it with me. I'm more likely to get it right if you do it with me. Are you ready? The boom, boom, the thirsty, boom, and the hungry, boom, mighty hippopotamus. No. One last try. I don't think you were helping me with the booms. Great big booming footsteps. Try it with me. Are you ready? Boom, 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 the mighty hippo. That'll do. And the mighty hippo started to drink. Oi, you, said the baboon. What are you doing? What are you doing, you great big lump? Drinking my water. Get away from my water. This is my watering hole. I'm not sharing it with you. You'll drink it all up. You stinky hippo. You can get lost. And with that, the ridiculous baboon jumped up. Now, this is where it gets a little bit kind of PG. There will be some violence here. Jumped onto the hippopotamus's head and started. Ow, said the hippo. Ow, stop it, will you? Ow, stop that. No, I'm not going to stop it, said the baboon. No, I'm not going to stop it until you up it. This is my water. I'm going to keep the water. I'm going to catch the fish. I'm going to cook the fish. I'm going to eat the fish. And I'm not going to share anything. Get lost. Ow, ow. And with that, the mighty hippo left sadly. Boom. 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 Oh, poor hippo. Said the baboon. I don't care. I'm not sharing it. This is my water, my watering hole. I'm going to drink the water. I'm going to catch a fish. I'm going to cook a fish. And I'm not sharing it with anyone. Ooh. An incredible animal with a hugely long neck came up to the watering hole. Can you guess? Can you guess what that animal is? If you want to, you can type it in and see if you can guess the animal with a hugely long neck. Type it into the chat box here or into the comments. What do you think it could be? We're in Africa. Got a great big long neck. What might it be? Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Giraffe? No, it's not a giraffe. Oh, yes, it is a giraffe. It is a giraffe. Thank you. Greta, did you type right that? A Patasaurus, says Thaddeus Bent. No, it's not. It's a giraffe. For a moment, I forgot. The giraffe bent its mighty neck over to the watering hole and started to drink. Have you seen a giraffe's tongue? Have a look at your tongue. Stick your tongue out. Really. Have a look at your tongue. See, a giraffe's tongue is blue. And if your tongue is the same colour as a giraffe's tongue, you really should stop eating those nasty sweets. Who's ever seen a blue raspberry anyway? Oi, you, said the baboon. What are you doing? Drinking my water. This is my water. Don't you drink my water. I'm going to drink this water, then I'm going to catch a fish, and I'm going to cook a fish, and I am not going to share these fish and water with anybody on my fire. Get lost. And with that, the baboon climbed up the neck of the giraffe. And again, this is where it goes from U to PG. Sat on the head of the giraffe and started smacking the giraffe. Stop it, will you? Stop. I'm not going to stop it. I'm not going to stop it until you get lost. I'm going. The giraffe shook its head, and the baboon fell with a mighty splash into the water. said the baboon. Get lost. Don't do that right now. That's bad news. Blowing of raspberries. No, that's not good. Not currently, anyway. And with that, the sad, mighty giraffe walked off. No. Somebody's written Brachiosaurus. It wasn't a Brachiosaurus. Stories. This story's from a long time ago. Not a long time ago. Oh, I don't know if that was Ash or Ethan who wrote that, but it was a good guess. Ash and Ethan, I've got to thank you for you coming up. Anyway, the baboon was over the moon. It's my watering hole again. I'm not going to share the water. I'm not going to share the fish. And when I've caught the fish and cooked the fish on my fire, I'm not going to share it. You all can get lost. Ooh, up to the watering hole came the zebra. Now remember, at this time the zebra was shining bright like the moon and was under the moon's protection. So when the zebra came up to the water, full of itself a bit, bending its head over, the baboon was incredibly foolish when it jumped up and said, "Oi, you, I don't care who you are not drinking my water. You are not sharing my water because this is my water, my fish. I'm going to cook the fire and I'm going to eat the water and I'm going to drink the fish and I'm not going to share any of it to anybody." And with that, the baboon jumped onto the zebra's head. This is going to go a bit kind of from PG, but also between PG and 12. P7. Splashing. Nasty fighting. The zebra was doing a bit of this. Get off you! No, there's a bit of there's a bit of there's a bit of ow! There's a bit of there's all of that was happening. But then the zebra lifted up one of its mighty legs and poof, kicked the baboon high into the air. But as the zebra did this, it lost its footing and it fell. Oh, it fell over. Oh, my goodness, it fell over and rolled into the fire, of the baboon. Oh, you see, the burning branches, the embers, the charred logs burnt these stripes into the back of the zebra. Said the zebra. Zebras are on fire. Luna, said the zebra. Luna, help me. My back is burning. It really, really hurts. No, said the great god Luna from the moon. No, you are a very naughty zebra. I saw you fighting and biting and kicking. I'll deal with that baboon. But no protected creature of mine should behave that way from now to the end of time, as a mark of your shame for all that fighting and biting and kicking. All zebras will carry those stripes. And I remove my protection. You'll need those stripes to hide in the grass with. And with that, the sad, sore zebra walked away from the watering hole. And that is the end of the story of how... The baboon fell into the fire. The baboon's bum was on fire. The baboon baboon was running around the watering hole and jumped into the water. So, no, said the god Luna. No, never again will you speak. No baboon will ever speak for what you did. You kept the water for yourself. That was absolutely not in the contract. From now till the end of time, no baboons will ever speak. No baboons will ever have fire. I will give the gift of fire to the next creature that is coming, woman and man. And if they are selfish, I'll take it away from them as well. And from now on till the end of time, all baboons will carry that burn mark as a mark of shame for taking and not sharing, for fighting and for being very, very naughty. And that is why every baboon you'll ever see has got a big, nasty, pink bottom. And if you don't agree with me, you just look it up. I have had those baboons sitting on my windscreen at No Sleep Safari Park, and I am telling you now, it is a traumatizing sight. I am not shaming them for their bottoms, not at all. They are nasty, nasty bottoms. Do not Google baboons' bottoms. And this is all science. If this was David Attenborough saying this, this would all be fine. Oh, I don't know if that story is true, but I don't think it matters. Do you? Oh, thank you very much for listening to the story. And if you joined it at home, I'm very, very pleased. And if you were offended, remember, I only used the word bum 4 times. 5 now. I'm so sorry. Please put all your complaints in the bin. So let's have a look at this. We've got Ethan says plop. Now, I think that was to do with the baboon splashing in the water and not the baboon's nasty bottom. Either way, this is not. Well, thank you for listening. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap up this storytelling. We're going to end the show. And if you want a shout out, you can type it in to the chat box now and I will give you a shout out. You can tell me what you're reading. You can tell me what you're enjoying. You can tell me what you've been up to. You can make some recommendations to each other and I'll give you a shout out. And I'll do that. But before I do it, I want to thank Ash and Ethan for a couple of things. One, it was my technical ineptitude. I think that meant I lost the show. But look at this. Look at this. This was somebody who drew the show on Thursday as I was telling it. Yes, can you reveal yourself if you did this? Because without this, I wouldn't have been able to remember because I'm very, very old. I do remember. It was Ethan. Ethan, thank you. And I also know that Ash is making a dress for Dave. Dave is very, very pleased with that. Dave? Yes, he's very pleased with that. Here's Dave. Remember, don't look directly into his eyes. So let's finish the show and then we'll do some shout outs. I'll be back on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. with more silliness and storytelling and poems. You've been wonderful for watching. Thank you very much. Remember, this sound signifies the end of the storytelling, but sit still if you want to shout out. How was that, Dave? You enjoy that? Nothing? Oh dear, who have we got? We've got Sam. Sam, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate and value that. We've got Thaddeus Bent, who's reading George MacDonald Fraser. I think that's a big boys and girls storybook. And he's got head lumps I do know that he's got head lumps. And let's say, as you say, Ash and Ethan and Greta was here earlier. Thank you so much. I'm very pleased. What are you reading? How are you doing? And Greta and Abel, of course. Thank you very Greta and Abel. Thank you very much. Both Dave and I are very pleased. I think it's perfect that you're making a dress for Dave. Dave does get a bit cold. He's very skinny. And this, as the weather's getting a bit colder, so that I'll wrap him up tight. Are you happy with that idea, Dave? That's a big emotional response. I don't get anything to that degree. There are genuine expert puppeteers in this. I am ashamed of myself. Ethan's reading The Highland Falcon Theft. That sounds good. The Highland Falcon Theft. Is that about like eggs and things? Oh, I like that kind of thing. I do like falcons. I do like those birds of prey. What are you reading, Dave? Not much. Ash is reading Cinderella. Cinderella. I'll tell you about Cinderella in another show. And Sam's reading Harry Potter. Which one? I'm reading at the minute. I am reading a couple of books, and the one that I'm enjoying very much is a lot of writings, a lot of by a comedian that I enjoy called Stuart Lee. And again, that's more for the grown-ups, but I can highly recommend Stuart Lee there. Right, thank you so much. Thank you for your likes. See that people click like. Thank you for your comments. These comments, these live chat, I think mostly disappear. So if you leave a comment underneath, I'll reply to that as well. Thank you for your shares, and thank you ever so much. This show doesn't have a description yet, but I'll paste a description in a bit. Have a lovely day. Hopefully see you on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Now remember, the last time I clicked end stream, the whole thing crashed. Fingers crossed, guys. Bye-bye. End.